I just heard that you all want to start your own art small business. And if that is true, I am so happy for you guys because starting one changed my life. But I also know that some of you guys might have so many questions and so many confusions. And some of you guys might even be a little bit scared. And honestly, I get it. As a fellow introvert person who, by the way, cannot even order my own food when I go outside, idea of running a whole small business is so intimidating. And the problem is not even the art. The problem is the marketing. How to let people know about your art, and even if you have those audiences, how to convert them into customers, and most importantly, is being an artist even worth it? All these questions came into my mind when I decided to be a full-time artist 4 years ago. So today I am answering all those questions for you guys. And just in case you're wondering, hi, this is Annie. I am a clay artist from India, and yeah, I make cute clay things for a living. Anyways, this is going to be a long video, so grab your favorite snack, favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get started. Starting with the most important one, which is this business even profitable? The short answer is yes. The long answer is none of us become artists because we want to make money. We just love art. We love creating. And even though money isn't the reason why we start our art journey, it's a big motivation to continue your art. So for the past few months, I have been consistently making anywhere between 70k to 150k in every single shop update. And genuinely, I'm not saying this to brag or something. I am as shocked as you guys. And I still remember that the first time I actually made a 6-figure income from my business, I just thought that I got lucky, like maybe it's a one-time thing, but thankfully this has been pretty consistent. I also do want to let you guys know that this has happened after 4 years. I still remember that there was a period where I just did not get any orders. Even though I had followers, I was not getting orders because I stopped making fan arts. So that was the period I really struggled. I was barely making 5k to 10k every single month. It took me almost like 3.5 years to make a steady income. And also it's going to be physically exhausting for you because you are literally creating everything with your hand. You are also creating content. So yeah, sometimes you will just overwork yourself, you will be burnt out, but it's necessary that you come back again after taking some rest. And that's why it's also very important that you really diversify your source of income as an artist. I do not solely depend on my business. I also make money from the YouTube AdSense. So this video that you are seeing right now is also my job. I also take workshops and I occasionally also take brand deals. So these are all parts of my jobs and I take all of them pretty seriously. Next question is by Nandana, which is how did you manage to get customers initially? One of the best way to get that initial few customers is actually Instagram. I know that it's kind of like a little bit messed up right now, like you have to create videos consistently, and even with that it just sometimes doesn't show to the followers that have followed you. So yeah, I know that the algorithm is a little bit messed up, but I will still say that Instagram is definitely one of the best platforms to promote your art. It's just a very tight-knit community of artists there. And people actually go to Instagram when they want to buy. For example, whenever I'm looking for some kind of raw material, I actually go on Instagram because I know I will find someone. Whereas people on YouTube are more learning based. They come on YouTube to learn things and not particularly to buy things. If your Instagram presence is good, you will most probably find customers very soon. That being said, you need to do a little bit of work to get that initial customers. And Instagram is again very nice because you can actually just post pictures of what you have created. You can actually take pictures of the different phases of behind the scenes of that art piece and post it and explain in the captions how you made it and what was the inspiration. And then when you are a little bit more comfortable with the pictures, you can slowly start posting short videos. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't really have to be precise, just small footages, 1 to 2 second footages that you have woven into a nice story. I actually got my very first customer when I had like around 900 followers and they reached out to me through DM and I took that order. So no, you don't really need thousands of followers to get that initial customer base. As soon as you get one DM of that one customer, just start taking the orders. Okay, so the next question is, hey Annie, with the changing social media algorithm, I am not able to just rely on social media to promote my business as I feel like I'm not reaching my target customers. Do you have any tips on that? This is one question that has been haunting me for a while as well, and I have been trying to diversify the ways I reach out to my customers or target customers. And one of the best ways you can do it is by email marketing, because it feels very personal and it does not get lost because it will be sitting right in your customer's inbox. And the platform I love to use for my email campaigns is Omnisend. Omnisend is basically an email and SMS marketing platform through which you can automate your entire business. And if you're thinking that, hey Annie, I already use some kind of other automation tool, then don't worry, Omnisend will migrate everything for you guys within 5 days. And within 5 days, you could be paying 35% less without doing a single thing. All you need to do is create your account and directly connect it with your store. As you can see, I had 77 customers this last shop update, and I have uploaded all their emails onto Omnisend. Omnisend provides you with a lot of beautiful templates that you can choose from. Omnisend now integrates with Canva as well. So if you're a Canva girly, you can directly bring the designs onto the campaign, and then all you need to do is edit the images and the text and then send it over to your customers all at once. Omnisend also recently rolled out their ChatGPT integration. So this is very fun because you can actually run your Omnisend account directly into ChatGPT and you can ask ChatGPT to summarize things for you. Personally, Omnisend has made my life so much easier because now I can mass send emails to my customers and I don't have to reply to each of them individually. So if you have a small business and have been wanting to start your own email list, then check out Omnisend by clicking the link in my description or scanning the QR code to get 30% off on your first 3 months. And thank you so much Omnisend for sponsoring today's video, and thank you guys for your continuous support. Next question is by Ryuria, and she says, I want to start making reels for my crochet business but do not know where to start. Any tips? Okay, so to start your content creation, all you need is a basic camera. Your phone works, any kind of phone works. When I started, I of course did not have an iPhone, and the model I was using was very old, and even though I loved that phone, I will say that the video quality or the picture quality was just not that great. But even with those blurry reels, I was able to get around 10k followers. So it just tells you that people really do not care about blurry footages at all. Next, you want to get any kind of tripod stand. Like right now, I have just kept the phone on my table. As long as I'm in the frame, it works. And lastly, if I could influence you into buying one thing, it would be a good mic. Personally, for me, if I'm not able to hear influencer's voice, or if there's a lot of white noise in the background, I usually just do not see the video. And I've seen the same reaction with a lot of my friends and my family. Sound quality is just equally important as the video quality, and that's why I have invested in quite a few mics. But among all of these, my favorites are the Boya M1 mic and the DJI mic that I'm currently using. I also got a similar question, which is how do you record your voice? It's really smooth. All the voiceovers of my videos are recorded with the Boya M1. If you are under a budget, then this mic is probably one of the best thing that you can purchase. Once you have these 3 basic equipments, you are ready to film your reels. So now comes the difficult part, which is actually understanding what kind of content you want to create. A lot of you guys have actually asked this question, which is how to create script or story for your video and content. If I had to give you one suggestion about content creating, I think it will be just film everything. And honestly, this one mindset that absolutely changed the game for me was when I started treating social media as my personal art diary. I'm just documenting my life, and this one thing always comes in my mind, that I will show this to my future kids, to my future grandkids, and just show them how cool their grandma was. So treat it like a personal art diary where you are documenting it for yourself, not for other people. You are documenting it for yourself. And honestly, when I started doing that, that's when my account started to grow, because people were able to connect with the person behind the camera. If I have to categorize my own content, then I would categorize into process videos, informative videos, and chatty videos. But in all of them, it's important that you are giving some kind of information, some kind of value to the audiences. Like even in this video, I'm just sitting here and chatting with you guys, but I'm giving you some kind of information because of which you are here and you clicked on this video. The best way to grow, however, is the process videos. I know a lot of people who would think that, oh my gosh, I do not want to give out my process because people will copy me. But I can promise you that for a lot of people, it's just fascination. Like, they are just fascinated by the process. Like, sometimes when you go out and you see all these road builders mixing cement, you are not thinking about making road, right? You have no interest in that, but it's just fascinating to see how that road is built, right? Even as a kid, we had this curiosity, and people just naturally have this curiosity to know what goes on behind the scene, and then just combine it all together, and you have this video that you can then put your own voice, put your own story. That's just how reel is made. Like, do not think too much about it. Do not think what hook I want to use. I just do not do that, because again, I just treat my social media as a personal art diary for me. Okay, next question I got is your camera settings and all the apps and subscription you have for editing your videos. 99% of my videos are filmed using my iPhone 12, and I always film at 4K 60 FPS. If you have the cinematic mode, that's also really good if you're taking wide shots. For the apps and subscription I use to edit my videos, I only have a paid subscription of InShot. And honestly, you don't really need the pro subscription. It's just that it is ad free, and because I create a lot of content, I just got the pro membership. And a very underrated app that I use is called Velo. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. It just has so many beautiful stickers and frames that you can choose from. It also has a lot of copyright free music as well. The next question is, hey Annie, how do you manage to balance both content creation and making clay charms together? Okay, so yeah, sometimes it's kind of like a little bit disturbing and a little bit distracting as well to keep seeing your camera while you're creating. And one thing that I always tell everyone is every single day, just try to film 3 minutes of usable footage. 3 minutes of footage that you can actually use in your videos, right? So I have been doing this every single day, no matter what I'm doing. Like, maybe I'm just sitting at my table, maybe I'm talking to the camera, maybe I'm making something, maybe I'm packing something. I will get my camera out and try to get at least 3 minutes of footage that I can actually use in my videos. So multiply it by 7. So in a week, you have around 20 minutes of footage that you can use for your videos. And in a week, you will most probably upload like 2 or 3 videos. And that's 3 minutes of videos that you're putting out on the internet, but you have almost 20 minutes of behind the scene footage that is ready. Every single day I get my camera out, and now I have kind of like understood that this is a part of my job as well. Bro, what was the question? I completely forgot what the question was. Oh, okay, how do you manage both? Yeah, so when I am creating something, I do not really think how I'm going to edit or whatever. I just film, and then the next day or that evening, after taking a little bit of rest, I actually see all the footages, and then I decide what kind of story I want to tell or how I want to edit this whole thing. So when I'm creating, I am only creating. When I'm editing content, my mind is only on that. You should really take tiny steps. Like, think about what you want to do in the next 1 hour. Don't think that, oh, today I want to do this, today I want to edit this content as well, today I want to post this. No, just think about what you want to do in the next 1 hour. Don't overcomplicate things in your mind. Okay, next question. Please share your journey as an artist without typically going into 9 to 5. Okay, so if you guys have seen one of my short videos, I explain how my artist journey began. So after my 12th, I wanted to become a doctor, so I took a couple of drop years, but no matter how much I tried, I just could not pass the cutoff mark. And by the 3rd year, I kind of like realized that this probably is not the path for me. I just do not like this whole competitive thing. And at that point, my self-esteem was actually very low as well. Even my parents, and I do understand where they are coming from, they were like, why did you waste this 3 years if you did not want to do it? And I totally understand, like, they were worried about my future. So my self-esteem was very low, and one of the only things that was making me happy, or one of the only places where I was getting a little bit of appreciation, was my social media or like for my art. I have nothing to lose. Let me just do this full time, right? So yeah, I technically never went into 9 to 5. That kind of like makes me feel a little abnormal sometimes. You see, all my friends are like, oh my gosh, tomorrow is Monday, like another week of work. And I never feel that, because Monday for me is just a normal day like any other day. I sometimes even feel guilty for taking rest because I'm like, I'm so fortunate that I just get to stay at home and just create these things while my sister, or let's say my father, has worked all their life. And a lot of people also say that your job is so easy, which I definitely agree, because if somebody says me that we are giving you a job, from tomorrow you are going to go and do a corporate job, I will probably cry. But also at the same time, sometimes when I think about it, I just wonder whether if choosing a more stable career path would have been better. But I think if you're truly passionate about this, you should give it a chance. And I'm just happy that when I grow up, I will not have this regret that I did not even try doing this. Okay, the next question is, how do you calculate on how much you should sell your pieces for, like the profit and all? I just use a very simple formula of just adding the cost of the materials that I'm using and calculating how much time I'm actually investing in one of these projects. But I will say that you do need to sit down and actually calculate things. You cannot be like, yeah, I'm just going to sell it for 200, 300, whatever. You have to actually sit down and think about how much profit you want to make. So first you want to see how much material you are using and how much is the cost of that material. And then you are going to track how much time it takes you to make one of those charms. Let's say one of these charms takes you around, let's say 1 hour to make, and you want to make around 350 rupees per hour. So you're going to add the 350 along with the 50 rupees, which is the material cost. That makes it 400. And then you're also going to add all the packaging material cost that you will be using. Okay, so let's say for each charm you are using another 15-20 rupees for only the packaging, so you will be adding that cost into this as well. So the minimum charge that you will be taking is 420. On top of that, you also need to take the shipping, which is completely different from the price of your charm. Okay, lastly I will be answering some really short questions, or some of the questions which are like a little bit more personal, that does not need a lot of explaining. Okay, so the Cozy Cat Studio asked how to reach out to brands for collaboration and sponsorship opportunities. I did not reach out to any brand personally. Once my YouTube actually started gaining a little bit of views, these sponsorship opportunities actually came to me. So they usually contact you themselves, or they contact you via some kind of agencies. So these agencies kind of like pitch your channel to a lot of different brands, and if they agree, they collaborate with you. Next question is, how much amount do you invest for marketing? Absolutely zero. I do not invest in marketing or promotion or boosting ads. Somebody also asked me, what are your views on boosting your content? Does it work? And personally for me, it just doesn't. I had actually tried it at the very beginning of my content creation. I boosted, I think, one of my reel, and I think my budget was around 500 rupees, and honestly it just did not work out for me. Most of the followers that I gained unfollowed me within the next 3-4 days, so that kind of like decreased my engagement a lot. Okay, next is thoughts on procrastination and how to stop it. I'm unable to post regularly on my business page. I'm the type of person who procrastinates a lot, but somehow I am able to complete the work at time as well. So somehow that just keeps me in this loop. Recently, I have been able to stop it. I have been actually maintaining a diary. A lot of personal things are written here, so I'm not gonna show it, but yeah, I write every single day on what I have done. I also write down the YouTube revenue that I got in that particular week. Every single week, I open it and I just read all of the things that I have done, and it just makes me so happy to see that I have accomplished a lot of things. So now, whenever I am procrastinating, I just remember that at the end of the week, I will see what I have done and I will be disappointed. So it's kind of like me making my own report card, and I feel like it really worked, because when you are self-employed, you really do not have someone to tell you what you're doing wrong or where you need to improve. It's just you. So writing it down really helps. Okay, next question is, how did you get the courage to sell your art online, and were you scared in the beginning? So yeah, it was a little bit scary, but as I said, I started it when I was in my lowest. I had very low self-esteem, and yeah, the only place where I was kind of getting a little bit of appreciation was my social media or through my art. So no, it was not as scary for me. Okay, the next question is, have you ever dealt with a jealous friend? I still remember that I had this one friend who always talked negatively about my social media. So she would say things like, oh my gosh, in the video your acne are not visible at all, or she would say things like, your hair looks so greasy in this video. Honestly, I just stopped talking to them. I think it also helps me that my family members are very supportive. They always listen to me. So if anything happens with any of my friends, I immediately tell it to my mom, I immediately tell it to my sister and cousins, and we just all laugh about it. So I think that is a very nice thing to have. So yeah, I think I answered most of the questions that you guys had. This was mostly based in content creation and marketing, and both of these actually go together because content is the way I market my art. If you have any doubts, then leave them in the comments. I will try to answer you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Always keep your inner child happy. Bye.